Hi everyone, my name's Abby and I want to talk to you today about my rescue dog Storm. He has been an absolute pleasure, but there have been challenges, as there usually is or can be with rescue animals. So I wanted to just, talk to you about my progress with him and just to give you some insight into the journey so far. On social media, I see a lot of people giving up on their rescue animals. It's now January 2025 and I've had him since May 2024. So I feel like I've got quite a bit of information to give you and some experiences to share. When I first saw Storm, it was on social media. I just kept watching his videos over and over again. Something inside me just said, yeah, he's meant to be with you. I knew I had to do something for him. I just felt for him. My heart was just so full already and I hadn't even met him. So I applied for him. The rescue organisation did all the interviews and everything. And then came the day Storm arrived. I slept downstairs with him for, 3-4 days just to get him used to me and so he wasn't left on his own with pups. My other dog, Pups, he's a rescue and I had him since he was a puppy. He was born on the streets, but he still had people looking after him and he still had his mother there to feed him. So his background isn't quite so bad. So he's not really had too many behavioural problems. He did, pulling on the lead and everything else, all the usual. Storm, he has quite a traumatic background. He's from Romania and there's lots of street dogs, lots of strays. So Storm came from one of the worst high kill shelters there are. It wouldn't have been a good experience for him and he was abandoned, so he was on the streets fending for himself for quite some time. So there's lots of things that happen to Storm that I don't know about. There's lots of things that are influencing his behaviour today. Even coming over here, getting on the plane and going into foster, then coming here with me, that's traumatic. That's a lot of different shifts and experiences. He's constantly having to adjust and he's already got that trauma there. So this is the case for most rescues. For the first few weeks, he was very subdued, very quiet. Yeah, everything was kind of fine at the beginning. He was scared and you could see taking him out, he was scared. He was confident with us, he was very loving, he wanted to be close. So he wasn't hiding or anything like that. Getting a harness on him was very difficult. Taking him out for walks was very difficult. Within a couple of months, he just transformed into this crazy nightmare of a dog. I just didn't know what to do and it just threw me. I would cry, I had meltdowns. He just changed, he transformed. I think when he started to feel comfortable with us and his home, his new life, he just went on one, like he was just wanting to mark his territory all the time. He wanted to dominate everyone and there was lots of negative behaviours and there still is. I'm not going to lie to you and pretend I'm living some blissful life with him because that's just not the case. However, things have changed a lot and I've learned from my mistakes. The thought of giving him up just killed me and it was, I had always said I would never do that. I would always keep going, but I understand. You get to a point, don't you, where you're just like, I can't do this anymore. He was destroying furniture, he wouldn't go to the toilet outside no matter what we did. He even chewed a hole through the wall. Yeah, there was lots of problems and his biting, oh my word, his biting was constant. Not aggressively, it wasn't aggressive, it was more playful, but he just didn't know the boundaries. No. No. Very, very playful. I tried everything. I was retraining myself on what to do with this problem doggy, and it was just, I wasn't getting anywhere.
Stop.
I realised my energy was all wrong. I was getting stressed, I was getting angry, and I was all wrong. My approach was wrong, and I'd lost myself along the way in my suffering, should I say.
No. No. Get down. Get down.
I changed my energy. Shouting, punishment, all of those things doesn't work. I don't get stressed, I don't show my stress, I remain calm. If you're calm, your dog will eventually come down to that energy and your level, your frequency. And so I started with just very small changes like that, and I could see it was really working.
What have you got? What have you got? Is that your new toy? Is that your new toy? Stop me. Good boy. Good boy.
I wanted to just go back to basics with sort of obedience, that kind of thing, and just basic training. And I did. And I realised how clever he was. He is very, very clever.
You worked it out.
And
Hey.
something just clicked. And it was all about my energy changing.
What is that? Huh? What are you doing?
And I just think there's so many people out there that give up because they can't cope. And I understand. You don't want your home to be destroyed. You don't want your dog to have all these behaviours that could be distressing you, your partner, your children. But if you persevere, you will get there. You always have to put the time and the effort and the love in. If you're not willing to do that, don't get a dog. You shouldn't even be getting any dog, let alone a rescue dog, because you are always going to have to put that in anyway. You should want to put that in. But when it gets tough, when it gets really bad, you need to continue with that. You know that you have to be patient with this animal. They need you, they need you. Why did you choose to get a rescue in the first place? It was because you wanted to make that dog's life better. Don't let the bad times throw all of your morals and all of your initial desires and decisions into the dark place. You need to persevere. Today, Storm is, as he's always been, a very loving, beautiful, beautiful soul. And he loves to play and he loves to go out on his walks. Pups is an older dog, so I don't think Pups plays with him as much as he would want. He needs a young dog around him, so he needs to be socialised more. So I'm putting more plans in place. You see, I'm constantly reflecting and I'm constantly thinking about what else I can do. I've just started more training with him as well. So again, back to the basics.
Sit. Good boy. Oh, good boy. Storm, wait, stay, sit. Good boy. Good boy. Come on then.
I'll go see what you can do.
Come on, darling. Come on. It's to me. Come here. You good boy.
Storm.
Good boy.
He is doing so well. Honestly, I'm so proud of him. The leash training is still something that we're working on, Storm pulls so much on the lead and he's still very reactive to dogs. And when I say reactive, I don't mean he's aggressive, although sometimes it looks like he is. He growls and he goes berserk, but all he wants to do is play. Like literally he would just go up to another dog and just try and play. But he's telling us that he's stressed and he's excited and he's telling me what he wants, you know?
Look at that snarl. Stormy, come here, baby. Come here. See, he wouldn't hurt me. He bites, but he doesn't hurt me.
I just see so many dogs being given up on, and you're missing out. That dog could potentially be everything for you. The potential is just amazing. Rescue animals aren't any less than any other. They will love you how you want to be loved, and they will be there for you how you want them to be there for you. But you've got to be willing to give them that in return. So please, please don't give up. Reach out, talk to me, talk to other people, talk to trainers. Just know that there's so much that you could be doing, and it doesn't have to be that hard. It can be enjoyable. It can strengthen your bond with your doggy, and that's ideally what you want. Thanks for watching today. I hope I've helped in some way. Please do give me a shout if you need my help with, I guess, any training, any questions at all. Rescuing is quite an ordeal. I can perhaps give you some guidance on that as well.